I'm going to be teaching a student some basic tasks in this video, so I think you can learn a lot here. Look, that's it. That's it. Now leave her alone. Let her get there. And then you're going to pull her face, but step toward her hip, pull and release. Look at her hip. Back her right up. She's got something to say about it. And then the next direction. Good girl. Just basic stuff, being able to change a horse's direction, go in and out of gait, move their hindquarters, back them up so they stay off you going through a gate. Good. I'm going to go back to teaching this young lady some emergency stops, one rein stops under saddle, but I just want you to see here, it looks like this mare is going after the little one when in reality he came after her first. So a lot of this horse language, we need to understand it before we ride them. This horse was coming at me when I picked up a mounting block. So we need to understand what this horse language means. This is another horse that was coming at me because I asked him to back up. Ask her to back up. Good. Now exhale. And again. Good. And exhale. Good. And now reel her up. And this horse ain't too happy now because I had just cracked her in the chest when she wouldn't back up. So she thinks Gigi's going to do the same, which is good. And exhale. Let your energy down. And pet her head. Good. And just ask her soft as you can to back up again. So I always give a nice soft cue. Good. And the energy down. Perfect. And one more. Good. We're going to get to more under saddle work, but I just want to show you this is what this mare used to do. And she wouldn't yield. I had to correct her here. She wanted to take off. She just had a flat halter on here, and it's very hard to hold her. And I'm going at her hindquarters to make her just stop and face. So this is what I teach when I want to lunge a horse if he starts running, because that's all this horse would want to do, just take off. I'm posturing her, throwing a kick at her. You know, she's licking and chewing. That was last year at some point. And this is at the end of that same session. So you can see I soften as the horse learns, but I can't have a horse dragging me, shouldering into me, or telling me they're not going to yield to my feet. Okay? If the horse doesn't respect you, you should not be riding it. So here I open that door and ask her to go through it. I don't have the whip anymore. I just have twirling, overhand twirl. The minute she tries, I release that pressure and pull her face, pull and release, and look at her hip. And that's what she's supposed to do. And she does a good job there. Again, here you're going to see just horse behavior. This is how horses talk to each other. This is a young horse challenging the other one, play, fighting. His ears are pinned, and she's like, "Get away from me, punk." And he's like, "Oh, please, let me play, let me play." Yeah, get in your position. Get back by his front legs. Eyes are up. Shorten your line on your right hand. So if you have to dismount, if a horse is being fractious on the trail and he's out of control, bring him toward the middle. Spank him up, eyes up. Now you're going to stop, move his front aggressively. Move the front of the horse. You got to step in. Now move the hindquarters. You got to pull that face. Step toward that hindquarters. You got to pull the face so the butt goes away. Yes. Now back him up. Switch hands. Here I'm going to show how to turn the horse to the right and then move his hindquarters and then back him up. This was a spoiled horse that got kicked out of several barns for coming at people and biting, charging, and he's actually, I really liked him. He is a home-raised baby, and he is spoiled, and he got a lot of away with a lot. My Harry's doing good now. And now coming up to some more riding strategies under saddle, and then at the end I'll have a few more groundwork techniques. The one rein stop again. Stop your feet and then smell the boot. Good. And then half halt. Good. Very good. Now try trot and one rein stop from a trot. Slide, sit, stop riding. Good, and now have her smell your boot. Good job. Rope here, and I don't want to shank his nose. Good boy. Yeah, because I don't want you to either. I know. Then I can use the tail end. 1, 2, slap here. Okay, good boy. So I'm backing up my own feet. And then just one more, I'm going to show you another practical reason. If I'm lunging him, I can do interesting stuff like have him back through those poles. I can have him halt and back up from a distance. And then I can send him through these poles and have him back up from a distance. Energy down. Energy up. Let him do his footwork before I ask again. Back. So I'm pausing in between. I don't need to say back, 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 and never give him a release. So when he gives the pressure off of that, I want to say yes. Take my energy down. And then I can send him somewhere else. Alright. Lastly, I want to leave you with this leading. So notice the distance between her and I. I'm not choked up tight. I am going to turn her to the left this first time. But the best thing you could do to become a horse's herd leader is to do these turns to the right. So, I'm asking her to yield sideways first, then slow her down and back her up. I don't have to back up all the time, but I'm just looking to my turn, back her up. I want her to stay on the same road that we're on. So before I make my right hand turn, my hand's going to stay in my own space. I'm going to look where I'm going. I just backed her up a little bit. My eyes are up, and ask her to go sideways a little bit, and another sideways, and a little lift for hoe. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.